Hi, Concord here. Before we begin, I just wanted to say the following. My room acoustics and equipment will be different to yours, so the sound may differ, and sound is a personal and subjective experience. That out of the way, let us begin. Sonus Faber. Well, it's a speaker brand and it's present in over 50 countries worldwide. It was established in 1983 by Franco Serblin. The history? Well, the story began with a singular goal: to create a speaker with a superior musical quality out of natural materials. Sonus Faber wanted to design a loudspeaker that could embody the essence, the spirit, and the voice of music, crafted entirely of different types of timber and taking inspiration from Leonardo da Vinci's sketchbooks. Sonus Faber have also taken inspiration from Italian violin makers when crafting their speakers. These speaker projects, well, they've laid the foundation for the next 4 decades of acoustic craftsmanship. And today, well, I'm looking forward giving my thoughts to the Sonetto VIII G2 speakers. The Sonetto VIII G2 is a 3-way floorstanding speaker and it's handcrafted in Italy. Out of the box, the speaker is well packed and has some weight to it, so I know that the cabinet speaker enclosure, it feels strong and it's really well built. I also love the solid concrete base at the bottom. It's well constructed. The sensitivity is 90 dB and the recommended power amplifier is 50 to 400 watts. Now, the Sonetto VIII G2 is a powerful 3-way speaker from the Sonetto range. The pairing of the tweeter and mid-range in the Sonetto VIII G2 is encased in a bi-spoke cork chamber. Sonus Faber have designed it this way to optimize internal volume and enhance driver performance. This is taken from their flagship Sonus Faber Suprema speaker. The acoustic properties of this play an important role in enhancing mid-range clarity and developing a natural and organic sound. Now, the Sonetto VIII G2 is also using that same mid-range driver. This speaker is using a membrane inspired by the shape of a camellia flower. It's with this shape, it helps to avoid resonance found in typical circular shapes. And this design, well, it helps enhance the natural sound. Now, the Sonetto VIII G2 mid-range driver, what they do is they purposely leave it unpainted to help ensure sound purity. And the 2 bass drivers, well, they're 2 8-inch drivers, and I can tell you now, they don't disappoint. Now, the crossover in the Sonetto VIII G2, well, the crossover to ensure precise synchronization of the drivers. This meticulous alignment results in an immersive soundstage, and I'm going to mention the soundstage later in my video, so stick around. Now, onto the sound. Now, I did play some tracks, and I'll give you a listen here. And as you can see, I literally looked at the camera because I'm like, damn, this is awesome. And now I want to give you my thoughts even more so on the sound. Now I've just finished the first song on there, which I just love, which is Love in Store. And I have to say, with these speakers, it was just a delight. It was awesome. What I'm really impressed with is I got more soundstage. Now I have my BMW 800 series there, and I love them. I think they're great. They are an awesome speaker. And I'm just going to call it for what it is. I'm going to be honest. And I'm going to still hold on to my B&W. I'm still going to be using my B&W, but the Sonus Faber just gave me more of a soundstage, in that mid-range is just smoother. And what I really liked about them is I've listened to this song so many times, and that's the thing when you go to test something, a piece of equipment, go with a song so you can see what that equipment is bringing, and if it's taking anything away or if it's completely enhancing your song that you love, that you've listened to many times. And I can tell you right now, I've listened to it on the B&W, I've listened to it on my energy speakers, many. Even when I worked in HiFi, I would play this song. There's a bit in the song, and it's this, and it goes from here. It's like an arc, and it just sounds great. The drums, when I'm sitting in front here, the drums are coming from there, the guitar's here, the vocals are coming from the middle, and at times it goes all the way around to the side. And then the drum at one stage, you can actually hear them in the background, and it's balanced beautifully. I love the mid-range on this, and the highs are just balanced so well, and you can get away. What I also love with these bass drivers, if you don't have a subwoofer, these are still going to give you plenty of bass. If you really like a really deep thumping, add a subwoofer, because it'll really give you that low end. But the bass drivers on this are quite nice, and they will give you a decent amount of bass. Now, as I said before, that mid-range, what they've done here, what I mentioned earlier about the mid-range, I love it. It's really smooth. That mid-range, there was whispers, I forget what I was listening to, but there was a whisper there that the artist did, and that was more pronounced. So I don't think I've ever actually heard that before. And I was like, wow, that's actually pretty awesome. So the detail is there. Manufacturers will give their point of view on their speaker and how they feel about their speakers. And I would have to say, Sonus Faber say it's an organic sound. And I would agree with that. It is organic, but it also has such a presence there. And in Australia, these speakers go for $15,000. I've heard other speakers for 18, going for low 20s. These completely outperform them. Yeah, I've said it. These are speakers you could have for, buy once, be done. Floorstanding speakers I've had in the past, they don't stand very high, so I've actually had to prop something underneath them just so it fills the room. That when I sit down, I want those, if the tweeter is up the top, I want that just above my head. I want it to cover the room. I don't want it low level coming at me. I want it to spread. So these speakers, if you look here, the height of them, and I just think they're beautifully designed as well. I'd have to say, these products that I like, I actually go, yeah, I like them. These ones took me by surprise. And you probably saw it before with my face. These speakers, yeah, they really took me by surprise. And the other thing is, with this model, Sonus Faber actually making this in-house. It's handmade in Italy, and they've got a winning product here. And in Australia, as I said, for 15 other countries, I'll put down below what you can get them for. Definitely they're a speaker that are to be reckoned with. I think Sonus Faber are on a winning formula with this. I can honestly say that. And I'm going to say it. I would have these over my B&Ws. My D3s, the 804 D3s. I would have these over that. There, I said it. And I still love B&W. It's not to... I just think what Sonus Faber have here is a winning formula, and if you can go have a listen to these, go have a listen to them. I'd say keep doing what you're doing, Sonus Faber, because that's absolutely awesome. There is one con. I have to give him back. I don't want to, but I'll have to. Yeah. Look, I encourage you to go have a listen to these speakers. These speakers are worth a listen, and I hope to listen to other speakers that have given me an enjoyable listening experience like these speakers. I will leave information and links in the description below, and I encourage you to go check out my short where I was playing some classical through these speakers. I'll leave the link for that in the description below also. But look, thanks for watching. Enjoy your movies, your music, and your hi-fi, and I'll see you next time.